And chat, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We had a short stream yesterday that nevertheless had a bit of an eventfulness with Astarion. Also, apparently there was a patch that happened overnight. So I wonder what that brought in. Or was that just the Magic Mirror patch? Hey, guys. It's probably the Magic Mirror patch or a small hotfix on the Magic Mirror patch. Well, I didn't notice the Magic Mirror. The last time I went to camp, so that was probably the PS5 getting the Magic Mirror patch. Also, there was a cellar down here. Did I loot these sacks? Out of the way corner of the camp you didn't go. I think the magic mirror is there. Fair enough. Oh, I see where the cellar door is. Oh, didn't mean to pick that up. Oh well. Bottle rack, which I don't appear to be able to reach. Rotten carrot. Casual sandals. Rotten carrot. Rotten tomato. Heavy backpack. Smoke powder satchel. Huh. I wonder what that is. Oh, it's a grenade. 12 to 21 damage. Oh, smoke powder. It's gunpowder. Okay. Explodes when ignited, damaging everything in the vicinity. Automatically critically hits objects and environment. Ooh, okay. Alright, what's in this heavy chest? The Speedy Light Feet. When the wearer dashes or takes a similar action during combat, they gain 3 lightning charges. What are lightning charges? And athletics plus 1. Yeah, I'm only like 11 or 12 hours into the game, Maravictal. My playthrough's on YouTube if you want to catch up. What are lightning charges? It doesn't say. 107 gold, thieves' tools, potion of speed. When the condition ends, become lethargic. It's an energy drink. Boots are great for Astarion because Rose can dash as a bonus action. Oh, yeah. I'm not using Astarion at the moment, so I might give them to Karlach. What is a lightning charge? Each hit takes bonus lightning damage. Ooh. Cool. Oh, we're going to take all of that. Rotten cheese. Oh, that's something to attack. Create Will Encumber Merelda. Iron Torch. Okay. See that, and that, and that. Can't reach. Rotten cheese. Rotten tomato. Shattered wine barrel. Cool. Okay. Well, we got some boots. I guess you have to do that from the inventory, yeah. I have been encumbered. I guess I better start giving stuff to other people. Okay, let's send that to Karlak. Alright, let's... There's all this food. Send the food to camp. Void Bulb is 1 damage. Oh, right, it's a suction grenade. So the apples. So the sausage. Spicy sausage links. Ooh. Does food go bad? Salami is also a weapon? That's funny. Food does not go bad. Okay, cool. You guys carry some weapons. I'll give a torch to Karlak. Do tieflings have dark vision? Will does not have dark vision, even though he's a devil now. I'll give the torch to Will. Oh, I have multiple torches. Torch to Karlak. Morning Star to Shadow Heart. Tieflings do have dark vision. So basically everybody but humans. Huh. Drop the shovel. Alright, Karlak, you're going to equip these boots.
No one stopped me yet.
Excuse me. You check Shadowheart's character sheet. Sure.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Oh yeah, I gotta check and see if this is better than what she's holding. Yes, the Morning Star is better than the mace she's holding. Maces are bad? Morning stars are bad. Okay. She is not proficient with rapiers. Her strength? Oh yeah, she's got crap strength. She is not proficient with the rapier. She does not have proficiency with morning stars? It doesn't say she doesn't. Weird. Like, it says she's not proficient with the rapier. It does not say she's not proficient with the morning star. She can use a short sword. Do I even have any of those is the question. That's a long sword. I do not have a short sword on us. So I guess I'll give her the rapier? So it's easier to check her equipment than look through her inventory. Oh, okay. So only proficient with short bows, not long bows or crossbows. Okay. Noted. Long sword. Quarterstaff is a two-hander. I could give her the rapier. She's got decent dex. I guess I'll give her the rapier for now. Don't add your proficiency bonus to attack rolls with this weapon or be able to use its special weapon actions. Cool.
I've got a long road ahead.
Alright, let's save now that I've done all that. Alright. So it's this guy who was going to let us pass.
Haven't seen that game in years.
The True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebrux Morrow, Volume 1. An excerpt from The True and Impossible Adventures of Tenebrux Morrow, a pulp serial following the real-life exploits of an interplanar ship's captain. The real Captain Morrow is known never to have left her native Waterdeep, and emerges from her rooms at the yawning portal only to exchange scrawled manuscripts for fresh meals and ink. His red dragon thus dispatched, the knight had no choice but to leap for my ship, crashing to the new bride's deck, even as his mount was swallowed by the eerie gloom of the astral plane's shifting tides. Faithful Norrells was upon him instantaneously, clawing and biting. Alas, in vain. Astral projection thwarts even the fury of a tabaxi cabin boy, and the treacherous Githyanki only laughed as Norrell's formless blows passed harmlessly through him. The knight's silver sword came about in an arc that missed Norrell's entirely, but neatly clipped the spiritual cord anchoring the tabaxi's stalwart soul to the plane. I mourned as my faithful feline companion faded from existence, but did not hesitate. The Githyanki only smirked lazily at my charge, anticipating the futile efforts of another bound by the laws of this plane. But that is not and has never been Captain Tenebrux Morrow. Unlike poor Norrells, I had entered this plane in my full-fleshed form, a fact I demonstrated by thumping the warrior solidly between the legs. He tumbled over the new bride's rail and down into the mists, even as a fresh horde of dragons rose from the distant, dead citadel of Tunaroth. Missing something on top of the barn you ran away from? There's a cellar under that building with a crazy rooftop battle. Oh, okay. No, I didn't mean to talk.
Keep your insides on the inside. Don't cause any trouble.
Try to get the book, asshole. And pick up. Okay. A warning to the Sword Coast. People of the Sword Coast, look around you. What do you see? A collection of gods-fearing humans, elves, and dwarves, or an infernal corruption of that divine image? Tieflings, wearing their devilish heritage for all to see, walk among us as if they didn't owe their existence and allegiance to the lords below. These hells-touched peoples have infiltrated our cities, our organizations, even our families. They can claim to be good all they wish. Would you believe the tiger who looks at you with dripping fangs if he said he ate nothing but vegetables? No, we can see their true nature, plain as day. But they are not the only evil infiltrating our world. All around I see Drow, Dwergar, and other creatures of the Underdark strive for acceptance. Why should you accept them when their brothers raid our countryside and steal our children? Obviously, I'm not saying they should be cast out. Obviously, I'm not saying we should return these delinquents to the Underdark and drive the Tieflings back to the hells they came from. But be wary of these people, my friends. Be suspicious when you see them, and especially suspicious when you do not. Yeah, that's reminiscent of some real-life bullshit. What's in that crate?
On everything. Looks empty.
Missing poster. That's probably a quest.
Missing children. Maggie Terrans, Marcus Terrans, Mathan Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
Oh, okay. I'll call you Mary. There was a cellar underneath that building with a crazy rooftop battle. What's this? A well.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable.
Perception check. Peer into the well. DC 10 and bonus guidance. Alright. Nice.
Dry stones line the wall. At the bottom, something gleams in the dappled light.
I'll throw a coin into the well, lose
The
1
coin
gold.
disappears into the darkness, landing with a soft clink.
Huh. Alright, I'll bite. Climb down the bucket rope.
Better be careful. Be vibrations.
Oh! It's a little dungeon. Okay, well, we'll go back up and loot. Yep, I had my first vampire encounter with Astarion last night. Haste Helm! At the start of combat, the wearer gains momentum for 3 turns. Whoops, I meant to take that. Who are we going to give that to? Momentum. Where is it? Haste Helm. What is momentum? Momentum. Spurred on by a sense of urgency, the affected entity's movement speed is increased by 5 feet per remaining duration of this effect. Removed when restrained, incapacitated, prone, or slowed down. Okay. Cool. We want Karlach to get up in people's faces, so let's give that to Karlach. We're getting all sorts of stuff that Gale can eat, too.
What's cooking?
Can I make her helmet invisible? I like her hair. Oh well. Alright, so there's stuff on the roof of the building I had the crazy battle on top of. Where's that ladder? Oh, ladder's on the other side of the building. Make the helmet invisible or visible in the game but invisible in cutscenes. Okay, I would like to do that.
Let's get going.
Options are available if you click on the helmet piece.
Soldier.
Okay. Oh, toggle helmet. Hide during dialogues. Hide helmet. Cool. Awesome.
No time to rest.
Alright, ladder's over here. Okay, so there's something cool up here. Did I not loot the goblins up here? Apparently I did not. Rogue's Morsel. A chemical ingredient. Okay, cool. I guess I didn't loot these guys. Oh, a supply pack. Nice. Right, I only see the bodies. Is there something in these chimneys? No. Oh, pick up. Oh, no, that's something on the shelf. Okay. This is not the barn Mari was talking about. Okay. Charming little egg. The one with the noise? I haven't encountered a noise yet. Oh, the one with the guy who's doing something to something in there. Okay.
Blacksmith's blueprints. Great sword, dagger, and... is that a sickle?
The inking is rough. A work in progress, surely.
Okay. Oh, there's a little camp up here.
A feast fit for an ogre. You notice a peculiar dagger protruding from the
It's going to be a
top
Shadar
of the
logo,
blade.
Shadar Logoth dagger. I'll bite. Carefully wiggle the dagger until it slides free. Dexterity. DC 15 to pull a dagger out of a... Huh. 15 to pull a dagger out of a piece of meat? Oh, I got it.
Your cautious method pays off. The dagger glides smoothly out of the mystery meat.
Mystery meat. Maybe I don't want to know what it is. Dagger +1. Oh, there's something for Astarion. Smells of rotted death. Ugh. fish, rotting basket, crate, loose boulder. I can pick it up? Oh, I guess to move it around and stuff. Yeah, okay. Shadar can use that dagger? Oh, fair enough. Where is it? Dagger +1. Hang on, I need to... Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see it. Four to 7 damage. That's worse than the rapier she's got. Oh, wait, no. This is, what Merelda could get damage out of it for.
What am I to do?
Okay. That's weaker than the rapier. Is there a reason to wield this over the rapier? I'm not sure how proficiency really works. She's much more likely to hit with it. Ah, okay. Fair enough.
Come on, let's go.
We're going to fall through the roof, aren't we? This looks like a fall through the roof spot, no? Up in the D-pad is jump? Oh, so it is. Okay, I don't see anything up here. Was the dagger what you guys wanted me to get? Oh, the dagger was what you wanted me to get. Okay.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Wanna dance?
Oh, that'll make me take damage. Oof, okay. Should open the bar door because it's fun. Oh, alright. Very well.
No one back home will ever believe this.
You hear another muffled cry. The two inside are still in the throes of passion.
Okay. Oh.
What the hell are you doing?
Back away slowly.
Ruined. Smash. Oh, smash you!
Ah, crap. Alright, what are we dealing with? Level 4, 60 HP? Level 3, 27 HP. Oh, no. Oh, I keep forgetting to summon my familiar. We are going to get out of there.
Have to keep going.
let's take out the little guy first. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Miss. Uh-oh.
Talk to me.
Alright, spiritual weapon as a bonus action. Great axe. I should have tried to talk my way out of the fight, yeah. Guiding bolt. As a bard, you can say for them to keep going. People would pay highly to read this type of thing in the cities. They got offended and just left. Oh boy. God, my rolls suck!
Onward.
What's this?
Okay, Karlak. Let's get you in the thick of it.
What's it gonna take?
Karlak rolled a 1 again. She keeps rolling 1s.
Battle favors the fearless.
Yeah, let's spend a spell slot. Oh, Hex. Hex only works on melee attacks. Okay. I might as well apply... Oh, that'll use one of my spell slots, though. What else do I have? Armor, 10 temporary hit points, and deal 10 cold damage to any creature that hits you with a melee attack. Arms of Hadar prevents target from using reactions and deals damage. We need to buff and protect Karlak. Alright. Oh, it's a touch attack. God damn it. Alright. Hex works on all attacks. I did not remember to rage with Karlak. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, so Hex will work with Eldritch Blast. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's Hex. Hex Greco. Eldritch Blast Greco. Alright, 7 damage. Okay.
Get out! Out!
12 damage. Oh, this is gonna hurt so bad! 15 damage! And knocked prone. Alright, spiritual weapon. Let's hit Buthier. 6 damage. Lovely. Alright. Alright, let's throw some damage out. Level 2 spell. Come on, 32. Hey, 29 damage. Not bad.
Can't afford to let up.
Oh boy. Oh boy. How much HP does Will have? 15 still. Alright, well, let's try Guiding Bolt again. $19 damage! And advantage on hits now. Cool. Alright, Shadowheart, chill. Karlach should rage. Alright, you kill Grucko. Oh, that makes me feel bad.
No surrender.
I cannot pommel strike, because rage is a bonus action, right?
No holding back.
Alright, Eldritch Blast.
An untraditional pairing, I reckon.
Every time I close my eyes, I can see it.
I feel bad for them. We just I mean, I'm still going to loot their bodies, but we just interrupted them having a nice time. Yeah, 3 gold. Gold, javelins, Morningstar, broken loot. Oh. They were banging on top of the person they just killed. Never mind, I don't feel so bad. Arcane Cultivation. Get an additional level 1 spell slot. Replaces effects from other elixirs when drunk. Alright. Bark Skin. Drink to increase your armor class to 16. Cool. Silver Chalice for 35 gold. Very nice. As for Azuth and other gods too. Azuth, the god of wizards all, who spend their whole lives learning. He grants their spells both big and small, for Mistra always yearning. Bane the tyrant, the black hand, makes sure the strong do rule. He spreads his darkness through the land, praised by the harsh and cruel. Beishaba will bring forth your doom unless you chant her prayer. Split from Tamora in the womb, she brings bad luck to spare. Pork loin. Oh, I don't want to take the food. Realm according to Bumpo. The book naturally falls to a dog-eared page in which Bumpo describes the more unusual races he's met in his travels. But they weren't half so strange as the bird folk. First Aarakocra I met had the head of a parrot, the body of a human, and wings also of a parrot. I tried not to stare, but it was real hard. Turns out she was one of a motley party, 'cause around her table were a tabaxi, catfolk, a genasi, element folk, and a turtle folk. Trying to act casual, I asked what the hell they all were. They ignored me, but I can't blame them. To them, I must have looked awfully dull and average, for they were the first of their kind I'd seen, but I was just one of a billion boring humans to them. Hang on. I'll take the water. Yeah, it'd be cool if you could make Genasi or Tabaxi. You can't make Aarakocra either, right? Or Turtles? There are already mods for it. Oh, cool. Modders move fast. Okay, what are we looking at for spell slots? I have 1 level 1 and 1 level 2. Oh, Arcane Recovery. How do I Arcane Recovery? I'll recover 2 level 1 spell slots. There's a massive mod that had 65 races, including all of the races from FF14. Holy shit! You know, I'm kind of surprised we survived that fight with as much HP and resources as we did. Okay. Which way are we going? To the west. Nope, we're going into the well. Nope, we're having a long rest, and then we're going into the well. Look for the cellar, right. There's so much around here. Locked. Okay. Is there a cellar inside that will take me there? Oh, there's this. Right, we could burn that. Lock doors away, bring a starry, and yeah. Or I could have Karlach break it down. Yo, Karlach.
I'd love to, thanks.
Alright, we'll get a damage roll eventually. Okay. Have to unlock it. Alright, well, let's fetch a Starian then.
What to do?
We'll leave Will behind, I guess. Where's Will? Yeah, I'm gonna look for the magic mirror. Oh, is it over here? Oh, the well is connected to that cellar. Okay. Yep, there's the magic mirror. Which I do not need to use. Oh, Gale wants to talk. Oh, do I have to feed you something again?
That hit the spot. I can feel it work. The magic, it's like a lullaby that sings to sleep the demon inside.
I've already heard this.
Metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. And no less bound to wake up again to continue its ravages. Such is the nature of all monsters.
I'm glad you're feeling better. Your condition sounds unpleasant, to say the least.
Oh, it's not so bad once you get used to it. And, on the plus side, my tower in Waterdeep has never been so free of clutter. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return. But in time, all will be told.
Well, you could start telling me now. Mention it. I'm glad I can help.
My lady, I bow to your boundless kindness.
Alright, Will. Stay here for a minute.
Gale slurped that thing up like a horse with a carrot. I hope he got what he needed from it.
What do you make of Raphael?
He brings to mind a story. The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
With the right teacher, yes. What are your thoughts on the devil, Will?
Refuse him. No matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you, the cost will be too great.
Oh, I agree there. Don't worry, I have no interest in the devil's deal.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with, and then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Don't worry, man. I'm not looking to make a deal with the devil. I'd like you to wait. What happens if you do make a deal with him? Like, on the spot? Does the game just end? I'd like you to wait in the camp for now.
Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready.
Remain here. I'll come for you if I need
And
to.
just when things were warming up.
Earl has taken camp supply sack, alchemy pouch, and keychain from Will using magic pockets? Keychain? Huh. Okay. Astarion. You're up, buddy.
You're staring at me again. What do you want?
Is that just his I'm displeased with the goody two-shoes reaction? Because I've already been nice to him. Need you in my party. Will you travel with us?
Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Uh, 1201 XP. I do not need to level him up. He's already level 3. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Leave camp.
I have someone waiting for you in Baldur's Gate, Astarion. A sweet.
No sweethearts, no. I prefer them savory.
This is
Oh,
what
har
I get
har.
for trying to strike up conversation.
Oh, did he unlock Vampire Bite because of the reveal? Okay, takes 2 to 8 piercing damage. Heals 4 to 16 once per short rest. Okay. Where's my thieves' tools? I do have them, right? Yeah, I do.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
Ah, there we go. Bonus guidance. This is a big... This is a big... Total bonus, 10 to 13. Literally can't fail unless I roll a 1. Rolled a 27. Square on the door brings up the lockpick option. Gotcha.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Rolls a 1. I rolled a 1 on a DC 2 skill check. Yesterday. It was pathetic. Alright, there's probably spoders down here. Oh, dusty gray clothes. How much does that weigh? 2 pounds. I'll take them. Rotten chicken eggs. I think I'll pass. Rags, I'll pass. Rotten cheese. Rags. Rotten carrot. More thieves' tools. That's probably the spider web that you can break upstairs. Oh, what have we here? Oh, it's a forge. Cool.
Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Reception successful. Smoke powder barrel. Ooh. Tea is camp supplies. I'll take that. More thieves' tools. I do not have any trap disarming tools, no. No trap disarm toolkit available. Right? Astarion would have them. No, I don't have any.
Can't give up now.
I'll have to remember this is here. Yeah, right, I will remember. Locked. Alright, so for Astarion. War pick.
How delicious. Should be easy.
DC 15. Alright, I gotta roll at least a 2 to 5. $18. Nice. $31. Very nice. What do we got?
All right. What now?
Oh, steel forged sword. Weapon enchantment +1. Okay. Oh, it's a short sword. We'll give that to Shadowheart then. Blacksmith's note. Specimen. Metal. Hardness 9.5. Very hard. Melting point unknown. Color silver. Markings. Red lacerations flecked with yellow dust. Source Underdark. Notes. Gift from Redacted. Faintly sulfuric odor. Forging unsuccessful. Will not melt or warp at standard temperature. Infernal iron. Faint screams that go through your mind whenever you touch it? Ooh. I mean, I'll take it, but...
That's what my engine's made of. Hang on to that.
Ooh. Something for the Karlach quest. Excellent. Alright, let's give that sword to Shadowheart.
I'm ready.
Not proficient with martial weapons or short swords. So she's going to hit less often. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just have her hold it.
Let's move.
Tutorial sandals. Rotten carrot. Thieves' tools and rope.
Something good here, I hope.
More thieves' tools. More rope. No, don't tell me what to do with the infernal ore yet. I may ask for it eventually. Maul. Is that a one-hander or a two-hander? Main hand only. You miss an attack, you deal 1 bludgeoning damage anyway. Ooh. I'll take it. It's just a short sword.
I wonder what the next move is.
Not proficient with the maul. I guess we'll leave her with the dagger.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Blacksmith's bellows.
What could you be?
Oh-ho! Hello. I guess I have to use Astarion to examine it. Correct. Okay, I guess we'll just hit it. Check on her statistics to see which weapon she's proficient with. That is a good point.
My faith protects me.
Statistics. Proficiencies. Clubs, daggers, great clubs, hand axes, javelins, light crossbows, light hammers, maces, quarterstaffs, short bows, sickles, and spears. Martial weapons, flails, glaives, halberds, morning stars, and pikes. Armor and shields, light, medium armor, and shields. Okay. I guess we'll have Karlach knock down that wall. Can I firebolt the forge?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Interesting. Okay. Don't know why I
Hey, good
did that.
looking.
Immune to slashing damage. Certain actions are frowned upon by others. Get caught, you might find yourself in a prison cell. There's nobody here to... Alright. Well, let's give that maul to Karlach. Forge is for a side quest that you can get when you open that trapped chest. Ah, okay.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Do I have to break it again?
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Oh, okay. Could just climb. I was just at the wrong spot. Whispering Depths. Well, this is going to be trouble.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Oh, boy. And web.
Something didn't like that.
Maybe we Maybe we don't go this way yet. Maybe we come back later. Uh-oh. What is that? Ettercap? Infested? Alright, 5 damage.
I forever.
Right there. Miss, come on.
Time for a cull.
99% with advantage. 17 damage. Nice. Alright, we'll move him behind Karlak. And webbed. Where was that? Where did that come from? This phase spider is level 3 with 24 HP. I think perhaps we kill this Ettercap and leave. Oh, you know what? Let's burn the web. Not enough movement. Alright, well, I guess we'll just firebolt this guy. Oh, they're teleporting. Huh, okay. Okay, so those things will be able to teleport past the web. Okay, so let's get the hell out of Dodge.
Now this is my happy place. I've got it.
I'm ready.
Skitter?
On I go.
Put 'em up. Count on me.
This feels good.
Oh, I could hit flee combat. Do you want to flee from combat? Yes. Oh, that takes us to camp? Huh. Alright. Why am I stuck in flee combat?
Sometimes the only way out is through. Very well.
Alright, they're not following us.
Have to keep going.
Let's go. Aye, aye.
Can you feel death's cold grip? Don't linger.
slow down.
I wonder if that means you can swap party members in and out in the middle of combat. Oh no! Uh-oh. Oh, there's another wall over here. Nope, that's something you can climb. Okay. Well, let's shoot it. Immune to simple toxin. Huh.
Right, Karlak. It's go time. Soldier.
A miss even with the reckless attack. Yeah, let's do a little extra damage. Pummel strike. Full damage. Cool.
Dance macabre. This will do nicely.
Oh, it's coming to join us, isn't it? Why did it just teleport to... That's a weird AI quirk. Nice. Miss. Nice. $10 XP for everybody.
On I go.
My turn. Jimmy on the go.
Hungry for the slaughter. Yes, here.
Yep, that spider's AI is caught in a loop, all right.
These boots have seen everything.
The other cap's just doing nothing.
Heading there.
Oh, we're out of combat. Cool. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Got far enough away. Wait, where's everybody else? God damn it. Alright.
Close ranks.
Shall we cut and run? Be quick.
Everybody's out of combat. Excellent. Alright, come on, guys. Come on, guys. I guess we gotta pull everybody out. Have to group the party? Oh, right. Merelda and Shadowheart are already outside. Alright. Whole party's grouped again. Cool.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Alright, we're going out to the west. Before we do, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys. Went out to check the mail. Got a notice from the Ear, Nose, and Throat people that had a big rescheduled stamped on the front of it. And I thought, oh, no. Really? I have to wait longer? Nope. They've rescheduled it to 11 days earlier than it was going to be. So, yeah. I guess I gotta tell my stepdad that the date has changed. But I get to see the ENT people earlier and hopefully get my surgery scheduled more soon. More soon. That's not grammatically correct. Come on, Lore. Also, no, I haven't checked every building in the town square. You're correct. Oh, uh-oh.
Tastes like chicken. No chicken. Tastes like fish. Gentlemen, contain yourselves. This quarrel sours our feast. Besides, tastes like pork. And what surprise is this?
Oh, great.
Brothers, look here. I have eyed yet another prize. Fortune favors our bellies. Stranger, be you friend or food. The mark is her measure. Show us the brand of the absolute.
We're in rough shape. We're in rough shape. I'm going to try to deceive him. I'll do you one better. I'm one of the Absolute's chosen disciples. DC 10. Okay. I still have a Starian in the party. Oh well. -1 charisma. Total bonus 0 to 3. Alright, let's roll. Come on. 3. No!
I expect more than your word. Show me your flesh.
Do not test the Absolute's finest, Ogre. You would not survive her wrath. DC... Only DC 10? Huh, alright. Hey, I made it! Just barely.
Spoken with the confidence only a true soul can muster. How regrettable that your meat must go unsavored. Food? Food. Not food. Friend.
You are quite eloquent for an ogre. You are quite the articulate ogre.
Am I not astonishing? A robust diet makes for a shrewd mind, you see. I am a gourmand. And you, a delicacy. Were I so lucky?
I notice you don't bear a brand of your own. No, that'll give us away. I'm just gonna skedaddle.
Alas, not so much as a nibble. Food? No, not food.
Alright, what level are these guys? They're big. Level 4, 60, 67, and 59. Oh my god. Yeah, good thing I didn't try to tangle with these guys. Perception. Oh, we could knock it down on them. Interesting. Guys, there's some great loot if you kill him. Yeah, I'll bet. Knocking that down will only hurt one of them, though. And I don't think it's thick enough to chunky salsa him. So I think we're going to leave these guys unfought. The Folly in the Fall. Though clearly old, this handbill has managed to maintain its bold print over time. For one season only, see the play that sent Elturio's Everlight Theatre into chaos. The sharp-tongued traveling troupe presents The Folly in the Fall, a tragedy in 4 parts. Part 1 of Lost Netheril, that great wizarding empire in humanity's age of wonder. Part 2 of the great mage Karsus, his brief and terrible godhood, and the ruin he wrought. Part 3 of Netheril's Fall, 1,000 years of shade and Shar's subversion. Part 4 of Netheril's Return, and its shadow falling upon the land. Penned by the great bard Bragan Feg, The Folly in the Fall tells the true story of the flying Netherese city Thultanthar, and its dramatic return after 1,000 years in exile on Shar's Plane of Shadow. See the climactic battle above Myth Draenor, rendered in stunning detail thanks to the finest thaumaturges on the coast. Direct on your village green as the sharp-tongued traveling troupe makes its transit to Baldur's Gate. See it now, or face 1,000 years of sorrow. Alright, I'm going to swap to Shadowheart and examine it with her. She does not have anything special to say about it. Damn. Old school book. A is for Azoth and Other Gods 7. School's attendance log fills the ancient page. Alright.
Someone's diary. Might explain what happened here.
Lyra, Lady of Deception, the goddess who wears many masks. Invoke her name, avoid perception. She hides your lies and secret tasks. For joy to Lyra you must call, and worship her through soul-felt dance. So find her presence in fest halls. Do not give idleness a chance. Loviatar's pleasure is your pain, your scars an offering. Scourge or candle, whip or cane, can your devotion bring. And Fables of Faerun 1. Long ago, in the city of Menzoberranzan, a drow wizard called Zod studied magic in the Academy of Sorceer. Each 10-day, the Archmage would ask Zod to demonstrate his newfound skills, and each 10-day Zod would fail. Sorceer educates only the brightest of pupils, warned the Archmage. Your scholarship must improve, or you will be expelled. That very night, Zod slipped out of Menzoberranzan to seek the hidden city of Mind Flayers, Orindal. The library there boasted the most complete body of knowledge in the whole of the Underdark. I'll learn about all that is and ever was, vowed Zod. The Archmage will have no choice but to keep me. Yet the longer Zod searched for Orindal, the more lost he became. His body weak and his stomach empty, the drow fell to the ground and reality faded. Zod awoke within a vast circular hall, lined with tomes and tablets, untold knowledge etched upon them. Orindal! I made it! I will know everything! He exclaimed. A wide smile crossed Zod's face. He barely noticed the tadpole wriggling just above his left eye. Yes, said a voice in Zod's head. Everything. Freaky. I like it. Oral Histories of Faerun, Paladin Oathbreakers. This book is composed of several chapters, one for each cited source. It claims to contain first-hand transcriptions of the oral histories of several storytellers throughout the realm. Chapter 7, Valimor the Outcast, 52 years of age, Human Paladin, Oathbreaker. Given Valimor's reputation in Othkotla, the city she once called home, I met the former Knight Officer of the noble and exclusive Order of the Radiant Heart with no small amount of trepidation. She has lived as an outcast for some years now, and the rumors of her character quite preceded her. I spoke to one of the prelates of the order, who described her as a dreadful, sadistic traitor, warning me that to find her would be suicide, that she would kill me before I could speak a single word. He was wrong. When I finally tracked her down, we spoke for hours, and I left with her blessing to share her story. I will not disclose our meeting place, as the Order punishes those who violate their vows with beheading. Of course I regret it. Breaking an oath isn't going back on your word. It's not an ethical quandary. It wrenches out a part of your soul. Before, I could call on angels to fight alongside me. I could banish fiends back to the hells and demons to the abyss, all with a thought and a prayer. I lost my voice. I speak, but this isn't my voice. It's an echo, a whisper. Tell them this. Most days I wish I died rather than breaking my oath, but I never take back what I did, what I refused to do. Damn the Order. Service became dogma. Obedience was virtue. To question was sin. Justice and duty are uncomfortable bedfellows, and eventually they make bastards of us all. That's a good little story excerpt.
What might you be hiding?
Salami. Spicy sausage links and salami. Grilled pork belly, dried pork sausage, and pork shoulder. Cool.
Looking ahead.
Alright, well there's that building. Play an Oathbreaker and it's hella interesting. How's it work mechanically?
Look, don't talk.
Oh, I hear something big. Nothing in the cupboard. Take that antidote. Potion of sleep. Cool. Empty potion bottle is worth 10 gold. Potion of healing. Laculite. Alchemical ingredient. Dagger root.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Apothecary's Ledger. Deliver specially requested plants to the cellar. Keep away from prying eyes. Ooh, okay.
It says there's a cellar here somewhere.
Well, we've already been to the cellar. I didn't mean to attack that. Oh well. I probably need a mortar and pestle. Oh, I'm gonna equip everybody with their
Can't afford to stay idle.
Let's march.
Okay, everybody's got their melee weapons equipped. Cool.
Never a dull moment.
Been an A cellar for A building, not this one. Okay, fair enough. Round flask is worth 30. Huh. Extracts, the rule of 3. You can't start the game as an Oathbreaker, but if you play a paladin and do something against your oath, like kill an innocent, then you lose your paladin powers. At that point, you either have to pay a fine to get them back, or become an Oathbreaker, which has a unique set of paladin abilities. Cool. Oh yeah, when you choose paladin as your character class, do you have to pick a god? A long-winded introduction explains that Haskin Zesselophin's notes, published as is from their work journal, have helped bring alchemy to the masses. It starts with a full history on the Dragonborn, who had been descaled as a teenager and started their alchemical research in hopes of restoring their hide. Wouldn't that hurt like crazy? Wouldn't that leave you permanently raw if you lost all your scales? As the pages turn, it continues to wax poetic about how Zesselophin put aside their own research to help the common people. Much more interesting, though, are Zesselophin's actual research notes. I have decided I shall make all my notes, both those written and those still to come, available to those who would wish to study. You, reading this text now, are probably one such person. As enticing as potion making is, we shall first start with the most basic alchemical rule, the rule of 3. Most ingredients can be found throughout Faerun. However, they need to be refined to be of any use in alchemy. Doing so is simple. Just combine 3 of the same ingredients, and you will obtain an extract, which can be used to brew potions, poisons, oils, and elixirs. So remember, 3 of the same ingredients make an extract. Or in rhyme form, if you like. When in doubt with alchemy, just recall the rule of 3. Thrice the same ingredient forms an extract excellent. That was a bit of a clumsy book. Empty potion bottle. Empty potion bottle. Empty potion bottle. A large bottle is not worth picking up. Mugwort. 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 Cool. Aha, wooden hatch. Let's see what's down here. Valley with Brook. Steal the painting. Sell it for Gil. Potion of healing.
I'll take that.
Autumn Crocus and Dagger Root. Rogue's Morsel, Dragon Egg Mushroom. Very cool. Inkpot is worth some money. Quill weighs 0 for 1 gil. I might as well pick it up. Perception failed. Perception successful. A lever. What does that do, I wonder? Oh! Alright, well, let's finish looting this area before we go in there. That's worth some money. 55 gil. Incense is worth so much gil. There's so much money down here. Poison resist. Healer's log. Patient, Samson. Occupation, blacksmith. Malady, gout. What is gout? I've never known what gout is, other than that it's a pretty debilitating illness. Comments. Samson's become accustomed to the good life since he acquired that new apprentice. I gave him a tincture of autumn crocus and told him to avoid red meat and ale. You're looting random stuff in rooms. I suggest using Karlach. She has more strength so she can carry more shit. That's a good point. Patient, Brandley. Occupation, Cooper. Malady, large wood splinter in hand. Comments, splinter removed. Wound cleansed, doused in balsam ointment, and bandaged. Melody swallowed bottle cork. Patient Dita. Okay. Potion of healing recipe. This small recipe has helped me through a lot. Without my scales, my hide smarts and tears with the slightest touch. Well, it has never healed me fully. Every drop soothes. I hope it might similarly soothe whatever ails you. Someone has filled the rest of the page with repetitions of why is it always healing potions? This goddamned primitive village. The occasional someday I'll kill that mongrel of a master. Luckily, the recipe itself is still mostly legible. Recipe for 1 potion of healing. Extracts needed, salts of rose morsel. Okay. Rule of 3. That's very nice. Ink pot and quill. Suspicious poison. Belladonna. Gout is a joint problem that mostly comes from dietary issues. Interesting. Let's see the wooden chest. Couple potions of healing. Very nice. Alright, let's swap to Karlach.
Well, well, well.
Potion of healing. Very nice. Water barrel weighs 80 and is worth 5. Whoops. Okay, I guess that is something we attack. Glass distillation set. Oh, it's worth 1 gil. Alright. 4 potions of healing. Very nice. Okay, what do we have over here? Made with Duster. 35 gil. Glass retort. Separatory funnel. Ink pot and quill.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Alright, what do we have over here? Oh, I don't like that autosave. Bouldering casket? Oh. Surprise round. Lovely. Alright. Oh, he's busted his buddies out. Oh, alright. Alright, what do we got here? Level 3, 18 HP. Assassinate Initiative? Oh, that's, Astarian's, buff. Okay. He's gonna bust open all these caskets. Alright, well, let's take care of this guy.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Okay. Only 6 damage. You stay there.
Moving.
Let's cast a spell. Thing probably resists necrotic damage. Come on, 7. 4. Alright. Missile snaring. Didn't work. How does it get so many bonus actions? Ah, crap. Alright, Karlach. Karlach. We won't rage yet.
Knees high.
Dirt mound. That's probably going to have another skeleton inside it, isn't it? We won't rage yet. It'll just go away. Ow! Oh, she's only got 9 HP. Whoops. Oh, we're boned. I think this is gonna be a wipe. Is there really anything we can do in this situation? If you make a survival check to find amount of dirt, there's a treasure chest under it. Oh, I shouldn't have dropped that shovel from earlier, huh? Alright, yeah, we weren't going to win that fight. We're going to go in here without opening that chest. Or not that chest, that coffin. Everyone failed the survival check to find that. Alright. Ace for Azoth and other gods too. Azoth, the god of wizards all, who spend their whole lives learning. Oh, I've already read this one. Okay. Rotten cheese.
Always room for more. What's hiding here?
Ornate mirror. Ooh, interesting.
A magic mirror. You've read all about them, but never seen one up close.
Interesting
before.
thing to be in this tiny village. I'm Aura Silverleaf. Examine the mirror, trying to understand its magic. Bonus guidance. Nice.
The magic is old and wavering, but you recognize it. The mirror is a thinking lock,
lock.
hiding some secret. The face is crafted to be pleasing, but the personality is just a reflection of the wizard that created it.
Speak your name.
Screw it. Tell it your name.
I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
Yes, an ally. I'm an ally of your master's. Who is its master? If you had done more exploring, you could have found the correct name. Oh, whoops.
Only a true ally of Ilintoth may
Ilintoth?
What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan?
You recognize the name, of course. Anyone that knows of the Red Wizards would. Zastam is a powerful lich that rules the land of Thay. He drove many Red Wizards out of their ancestral home.
Successful Arcana check. Actually, Zastam isn't a Zolkir. He rules as High Regent now.
A poor choice. You will
Whoops. Will be purged.
Maybe not.
Oh, hello. What's that? Holy shit. And it's opening the... God damn it. Well then. Alright. Okay, so this person has a bunch of skeleton servants guarding the magic mirror. So they're probably a fan of the Lich. Let's try that tack this time. Successful.
It's packed too tight. I'll need a
Damn
shovel.
it. Oh, hey, there's a shovel.
Attention!
Scroll of Melf's, Acid Arrow, and Scroll of Blindness, and 1 gold piece. Alright, well, Merelda, you take the scrolls.
What to do?
Well, cool. Okay. Alright. Bullywug Trumpet. What's down there? I don't want to go down there. Alright, explore more to get the correct name. Huh. Alright, well, let's try another tack.
A magic mirror. You've read all about them, but never seen one up close before.
Nice friendly alchemist may not be what he seemed, yeah.
The magic is old and wavering, but you recognize it. The face is crafted.
Speak your name.
Tell it your name.
I do not. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally.
I wonder if you can intimidate this into opening. Probably not. It's a simple programmed mirror.
Only a... What think you?
You recognize the name of Zastam is a powerful lich that rules the land of Thay. He drove many.
Poor choice.
Well. Oh well.
You will be purged.
Not a fan of the Lich. So I take it that's a spell you can learn. Oh, I forgot to save after opening the treasure chest. God damn it.
What's that?
Said that the Lich drove the Red Wizards out of their lands, and you were not in a land ruled by a Lich. That is a fair point.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
I'll be taking those, thank you. Alright, let's get up here and save. So I don't have to do that again.
A magic mirror. You've read all about them, but never seen one up close before.
Oh, you can skip the dice roll animation. Well, I'm not going to do that again.
It. The mirror, the face is.
Speak your name. I do if you are known to my master only. What thing?
You recognize Zastam as a powerful lich.
Foul Lich. May he die 1,000 more deaths.
Many red wizards.
You are no Zolkir. But are you one?
Maybe.
Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment?
I read a doctor's journal. He used balsam to clean a wound.
Acceptable. Finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be?
Ooh, interesting question. I'd see the ones I love.
Weak.
Weak?
A poor choice. You will be purged.
Well, we can't survive that flaming sphere. I guess he wants to burn his enemies. Destroy the Lich. Why was I trying to give optimistic answers to this thing?
A magic mirror. You've read all about them, but never seen one up close before.
I did this. I fought the zombies and found a note with the Red Wizard's name on it. Ah.
The magic is old and wavering, but you recognize it. The face is...
Speak your name. I do if you are known to my only what?
You recognize Zastam as a powerful lich.
You won't tell me. Accept if you could see any...
See my enemy suffering.
Pathetic.
Pathetic?
Poor choice.
I wonder if none of these answers are correct and you have to find something to find the correct answer. Huh. All right, take 5, I guess.
A magic mirror.
I do not if you are known to my master. Only what thing?
You recognize Zastam as a powerful lich that...
You won't tell me. Accept if you could see anything in you seek to survive. You seek power.
Little bit.
Be welcome.
Charlatan Mirror Master Astarion is inspired.
A well tree. What were they hiding down here?
Oh, we got a bunch to loot then. Ooh.
Hey ho.
This is going to be a bunch of alchemy ingredients, so I guess I'll have Morelda pick it all up.
Road ahead.
Stuffed wolf head. Alright, I don't know why I thought that would get me something. Ooh, Scroll of Featherfall.
Bet that will fit in my pack.
Moonhaven Logbook.
Here goes nothing.
This is Moonhaven Village. The book is filled with pages and pages of observations, tracking travelers and people in the village. You turn to the final pages. 26 Elysis. Oliver Singe, merchant, arrives in Moonhaven. Departs next day. Calishite. L7 Elliot. Stranger, name unknown, passes through. Not Thayan. Rashmi? 14 Marpenoth. 3 men in black armor pass through. Not Thayan. 2 Uktar. Hackett, journeyman, passes through. Not Thayan. 30 Uktar. Raid. Black armored soldiers. Some damage. Not Thayan, but dangerous. 14 Nighthall. The book's key gem has gone missing. Familiar ordered to watch my apprentice. 14 Nighthall. Singe passes through. Doesn't stop. 15 Nighthall. Familiar reports apprentice disappeared near well. Will observe. 18 Nighthall. Raid. Same soldiers as before. Townsfolk taken. 20 Nighthall. Smoke on horizon. Raid. Okay, so there's something down the well besides the cellar. Huh. Collecting a rubrum. You turn page after page filled with strange alchemical sketches and formulae. Some are written plainly, some in runes and scripts you barely recognize. There are guides to transmutating metals and recipes for weapons of war, but more than anything else, the book is concerned with reanimating dead flesh. Basilisk oil. Turn a petrified creature back to its organic form. Ooh, that's useful. Empty potion bottle. Empty condensers and alembics. Glass distillation set. Mortar and pestle.
What's inside?
A torch. Okay, cool.
Trap. Be cautious.
No trap disarm toolkit available. What's in there? Does that book have eyes?
Easy. This place is hungry for blood.
I guess I stepped onto the trap plate. Turned on the lights. Was there actually a trap attached to that? Ooh, that's an interesting chest. On death and resurrection. An excerpt from the ongoing metatext Rebound by Josefa Elgin, a scholar excommunicated from the Church of Denair for her heretical efforts to reconstruct the metatext, her god's annal of lost and hidden knowledge. Oh, I could jump over the trap, you're right. Of what value is a life? Far too esoteric a topic to warrant any serious critical consideration between these pages, surely. Or so it would seem at first glance. But once we push aside the mysticism and dewy-eyed sentiment so often clouding our assessment, it is clear that across all the spinning planes, each and every life does indeed have a quantifiable value. It is simply that not all are equally valuable. Consider, we already know that the destruction of our material form is not the end. If anything, our souls are more free after death, transcending planar barriers in search of a resting place that best befits our deeds, beliefs, and station in life. But even this assessment is subject to market forces. Lord Celeborn weighing our souls against how thoroughly we have given them over to other gods, empowering them in turn. There is, of course, an alternate route, not the end of the path, but the chance to retread it. Clerics across the realms wield the power to return life to any soul deemed worthy or willing enough. It is strange, then, that these so frequently intersect with those deemed wealthy enough, for the components for such a spell are beyond the means of most mortals. Yet 5,000 GP of diamonds, or 100 GP for withers. I have interviewed those who have made such a return, and in truth have found them to be of the most dull and unimaginative sort that I cannot possibly imagine what it is they were so eager to return to. If a true assessment of the journey is to be made, then there is simply no replacement for embarking upon it oneself. Perhaps one day this great volume of learning will make me worthy enough to walk that path, and wealthy enough to return. The evil eye. While the number of trinkets and bargains a hag personally acquires means that her powers will be unique compared to that of her sisters, hags as a whole can still be divided into 3 subcategories. Night hags, named as such for their ability to haunt a mortal's dreams, slowly devouring vital essence until the victim's soul can be trapped into the hag's soul bag. They are known for being petty, selfish braggarts. Sea hags, known for devouring their victims whole. Sea hags can terrorize and kill with a single look. They reek of fish and are incapable of making a proper cup of tea. Well, that's a pretty light weakness. Is that how you're supposed to tell something is a sea hag? Green hags, they are beautiful. They are powerful. Speak not a word against them. Oh, somebody's entranced by a green hag. Alright, what's in this gilded chest? Bracers of Defense. Become the Bulwark. You gain a +2 bonus to armor class as long as you are not wearing armor or holding a shield. So you have to strip down? That you're not wearing any armor? Wait, hang on. Armor is a specific subset of clothing, right? Like wizard's robes are not armor? Well, I'll take it. Great for Merelda or Carl... Oh, is Karlach not wearing armor? Robes are not armor. Whoops. Barbarian clothes are also not armor. Okay. Oh, Merelda's encumbered. Alright. Braces of Defense. Sent to Karlach. Let's give Karlach some books to read. By weight to see what's send to Karlak. Oh, Morello's got 11 supply packs. Oh, I've been carrying these around? Stark Mind. Maybe I get rid of those. Silver ingots are expensive. Why does Morello have them all? Alright, Karlak.
Don't burn yourself.
Karlak is wearing barbarian clothes. I guess we'll give her the bracers of defense. Just tricking her out.
Still breathing, despite everything. Don't mind if I do.
Fringe Philosophy, Volume 5.
I'll give it a shot.
Karlak's helmet counts as armor? Oh. The publisher's note claims this volume promotes magical theory too radical for the mainstream. This excerpt is attributed to High Artificer Thora Bryn of Baldur's Gate. I suppose they seek to silence me, believing that an artificer of the High House would not stoop to publish in any volume outside of the great Gaudian journals they so diligently guard. But they forget that I am not so grand. Before I lent my name and my knowledge to the High House of Wonders and all the marvels therein, I was naught but a lazy farm girl who liked to look up. And that was how I first saw them, the slow and serene earth motes, entire mountains migrating through the sky above. It was later I learned of their origins, of the ancient Netherese Empire that fashioned them, of the residual magic so potent it sustained them still. I should hope the mountains wouldn't fall out of the sky. That would be a disaster. The wizards of Netheril carved marvels out of the mundane, lifted the earth aloft for industry, for sport. It was later still, after I earned my place at the High House, that I learned of the long shadow Netheril cast along the evolution of our craft. That their great flying cities fell in folly and flames does not diminish the wonders they wrought, and this stubborn aversion to studying them, to learning what they learned, is the very antithesis of Gaun's teachings. Yes, many of the catastrophes inflicted upon the centuries were fruit born of meddling with Netherese seed. Yes, their last shining bastion fell into shadow, their lore twisted to Shar's dark and destructive designs. And yes, I say again, whether the High House will sanction it or no, to study the very flame of creation is worth it, even should the fires consume us. Interesting. Stuffed bear. I don't take the incense. I'll take the incense. Separatory funnel. Alchemy ingredient. Crystal ball. Oh, I didn't want to pick that. Ooh, Speak with Dead, Color Spray, Feign Death, Darkness, and Witch Bolt. Hell yeah. Alright, what do we have over here? Oh. A hidden wall. Ooh, rusted key. Bag of rotten food. Drips unpleasantly when squeezed. Gross. Oh, excuse me. Acorn truffle. Bunch of ingredients. Basic poison, simple toxin. Okay, cool. Alright. Oh, is that a whale skeleton? No, it's got teeth. It's like a plesiosaur or something. Interesting. Remove Karlach's helmet or AC, we get higher. Oh, Karlach's helmet counts as armor, right.
Don't be shy.
Oh, but that's the haste helm. Ooh, do I want the momentum or do I want the +2 AC? I guess momentum is only for the first 3 turns, so I guess I'll go with the AC. Gift a Shadow Heart. There's a good idea. See the armor keyword, the descriptions. Oh, the boots. I guess the helmet is not armor. Okay, so the boots. So the lightning damage or the +2 AC. Huh. It's +4 AC? It only says +2. What am I missing? It doesn't have an inherent AC stat. We're class 11. Class 15. Helmet is +2 as well, so 2 + 2. Was I not getting the helmet bonus yet? Was I not getting the helmet? Wait, the helmet doesn't have inherent AC either. Wait, hang on. Are the gloves AC per armor piece? Karlach has an inherent +2 that she isn't getting because she's using armor. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll give the boots to Shadowheart then.
Let's get on with it.
Boots are better for Astarion? Oh yeah, I suppose Shadowheart's going to be casting. So he can dash and attack at the same time every turn. Oh, right, he does have that ability.
Making me sweat.
Just rusted key.
Best avoid that trap.
Oh, hello. That's going to breathe fire on us, isn't it? If we take the book. All right. Let's see what happens if we inspect the book.
Looking ahead.
No trap disarm toolkit. Okay, well, I guess we can't. All right. I guess we need trap disarm toolkits to come back. Or no, hang on. But if the group so only one person is in trap range, good point. Oh, split. The Necromancy of Thay.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole. Only an oval recess in the cover's mouth.
Gross. Don't stick your hand in there.
You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in.
Oh, that's a bad sign.
You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thayan magic. A rare and expensive find. But people have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
Please don't open the creepy book.
Continue.
You feel better the second the book is out of your hands. The voices return, louder, stronger, commanding you to stop.
To stop what?
They have no hold on you. All you have to do is strike.
What voices? Turn-based mode. You've entered turn-based mode. The game has paused around you, and the time is broken down into rounds that represent 6 seconds each. Turn-based mode can be used to avoid traps, perils, or being spotted. Why am I getting the tutorial for this now?
With haste.
Careful, I bite.
Because you enter turn-based mode without entering a fight for the first time. Well, it wouldn't let me take the book. So I didn't get the chance to. Alright, how do we get out of turn-based mode and just proceed?
I must keep going.
Do I just get away from the traps?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Breathe deep and move.
What now? Yes, let's.
What's the story? If you insist.
Okay, leave turn-based mode. R2? Ah! Okay, cool.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Okay. So, I can't take the book. Weird that there was no option to take the book. Weird that there were voices in my head that it said were returning that I'd never heard before. Oh, this is a place I've already been. Well, that was cool. Weird that it didn't give me the option to take the book. Oh, well. What happens with the book if you do take it? Maybe because I couldn't disarm the trap? There's a possibility. Reload and try again. A bit of text dialogue I missed. Fair enough. Oh. Well, the trap is already triggered, so... And the book is gone. Oh well, too late now. I think that's a bit of a glitch. I don't think it was triggered when I made this save, but... Oh well. Did I just pass through the dropping... Did you quick save before this? I guess I saved after... After doing it. Well, it's too late now. What happens with the book if you take it? It's a whole side quest. Alright, hang on. I'll have to... I spent like 40 minutes in there. You think it's worth going back? Not worth it? Oh well then. Oh, there's the goblin camp. All right. Great. All right, well, let's save. All right, before I approach the goblin camp, I'm going to take another break. I'll be back in a minute, guys. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, that was a cool little story. I wish I could have continued it. Okay, this seems like it's going to be a whole thing. Let's save. And take a long rest. Stop using long rest instead of short rest. I want my spells back. Oh, wait, I have spells.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
I have one rage charge left with
Whatever
her.
comes, I'm ready. Can't give up now.
Okay, fine. After you enter the goblin camp, you can only do one long rest before you lose the side quests. Okay. So that means I should take my long rest outside of camp. Well, maybe I will do a long rest then. Gale has something new to say. All right. Miss your goddess wife? Is that Mistra I see in the palm of your hands? An ambitious spell indeed. Cut it out, that spell of yours is attracting mosquitoes. Ha!
Oh. My, you startled me. It's miles away.
Okay, to tell me why you were conjuring an image of the goddess? I'm going to say, I could press him on this, but I kind of want to be nice. Is everything all right?
Of course. Of course. I was just practicing an incantation.
There's more to it than that. The figure I saw, she means something to you. DC 5, cool. Awesome.
She does. She's Mistra. I can't quite describe it. The need I sometimes feel to see her. To draw the filaments of fantasy into existence. No sculpture or painting could ever do her justice. Only the fabric that she herself is and embodies. The weave. Mistra is all magic. As far as I'm concerned, she is all creation.
I didn't realize the depth of your devotion.
Magic is my life. I've been in touch with the weave for as long as I can remember. There's nothing like it.
It is pretty cool.
It's like music, poetry, physical beauty, all rolled into one and given expression through the senses. Is it the same for you?
Oh, specific dialogue because I'm a wizard. That sounds very familiar, yes.
perhaps we can share the experience by reaching into the weave together.
How's that work? By all means.
Then follow my lead.
The face I chose always looks so disapproving.
Now you.
Ooh, I have... Never mind, magic is just not for me. I'm a wizard. Magic is definitely for me. Imitate the gesture with a flourish. DC 5, cool. Are you fucking kidding me?
You feel something strange, like a kind word and a kind touch at the same time. It's warm and comfortable.
Excellent. Now, repeat after me. Athran Mistraril Kantrak Eo.
Ah. He says power in these words. Speak them deliberately. Nat 20.
Suddenly, the scent of rose water and a sense of well-being. A sliver of weave that tastes sweet on the tongue.
Very good. Now, I want you to picture in your mind the concept of harmony, as true as you can.
Ooh, proceed into the calm center of your mind, just like you were taught at the academy. Excuse me. Think of the here and now, this unexpected moment of learning. Picture a place of utter peace, away from all harm and the mayhem of civilization. Recall a memory of early youth, a happy family moment, or try to hum a familiar tune. I will think of the here and now, this unexpected moment of learning, which is delicious. Just barely enough. Oh my god. Alright, so we're making purple lights. And we're surrounded by purple lights.
You see, or is it sense, the presence of a woman. The woman who hovered over Gale's palm. There's something like the anticipation of a kiss. Then the pleasure of being cloaked in peace. You are safe. You are nestled in the cup of Mystra's hand.
Look at that. We're channeling the weave. How does it feel?
A wonderful teacher.
Oh, I know.
The weave connects you. The moment feels...
Nope, shutting that down. Satisfying end to a wondrous experience. It's time to let go. We are not romancing Gale.
The weave evaporates. And as it does so, you realize the night feels suddenly cold and lonesome.
Oh. There it goes. How easily things slip away from us, no matter how hard they were in the obtaining. Good night. I enjoyed sharing a moment of magic with you.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I am not romancing Gale. Sorry, guys. Tension whenever this game asks Lore to roll a dice is amazing. Yeah, that's why I turned off karmic dice. I did not realize I had a dice curse, though.
What's on your mind?
How did you end up with such a contraption in your chest?
The year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town.
Why are you
called
covered in blood?
Baldur's Gate. Our
Oh, it's because you've
hero,
taken damage.
Karlak, a knock-knee delinquent from the outer city, with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus.
I'm
She
familiar.
put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war.
Oh, you're burning up,
I
Karlak.
learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
You can throw bottles of water on characters to wash blood off if you're sick of them being blood-soaked in cutscenes. Go on, then. Ooh. Maybe she doesn't really want to relive that. You mentioned a boss who gave you up to Zariel. Who was it?
Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again.
You and Mizora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest
How
fighter.
strong were you before you got reset to level 1?
She favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
Do you think she'll keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
I can see why you were so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Here's the subject. None of those paladins are out of your way. What's next on your agenda?
First things first, I need to get this engine tuned up. Thing's powerful, but it's been feeling volatile ever since I left the Hells. Can't be too hard to find an infernal mechanic round here, right?
Oh, that sounds like the sort of thing a lot of people will hide.
You're staring at me again. What do you want?
We'll get Will back.
Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here.
Something
while
fun you can do,
you
switch to
are-
Astarion and bite Karlak.
Sounds awful.
That will probably be very funny.
You again. Darling, lead on.
This is going to be funny.
Hey, soldier.
Don't touch me.
Buy a bite.
God! It's burning!
What the hell did you expect, Astarion? Come on!
You deserve this, Astarion. That was pretty funny. If you bite Gale, it's weirder. Oh, bet. Probably get some magic feedback there. Oh, you know what? Let's learn some spells. Blindness I don't care about. Burning Hands I already know. Scroll of Color Spray. Blind creatures up to a combined 33 hit points. Maybe. Scroll of Darkness. Featherfall. I already know Featherfall. Feign Death. Melf's Acid Arrow. I will learn Melf's Acid Arrow. Mirror Image. I will learn Mirror Image. So, are the Detect Evil and Detect Good spells still in 5e? Speak with Dead. Witch Bolt, I already know. Okay. Give to Astarion. Oh, I did get the book.
The book is locked tight with no You try to examine the book, but you've seen similar books in Wizards.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
That looks terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
No. Put the book away. I guess I do have the book. Cool. Detect Good and Evil is all one spell now, but it doesn't detect alignment anymore. Ah. I wonder whose bedroll this is. Detects things like fiends and celestials that are associated with different planes.
All's well, I hope. Aside from the obvious.
Will, got anything new to say?
Well met.
Okay, do we want Astarion or Will for this segment? Do I want Astarion or Will for this segment? You do know how to open the book already, or at least you got hints. Huh, I'll have to think on that.
Speak.
Probably want Astarion because you're probably going to need more lockpicking. You always want lockpicking. Yeah, fair enough. I feel a little restricted having to keep 2 out of my 3 party members for specific things. So I can't really swap out any... Because I'm keeping Karlach, because I love Karlach, and she's very fun, and I want a big, beefy melee hitter. But I need Astarion for lockpicking, and I need Shadowheart for healing. That feels kind of restrictive. But I guess we'll go with this team of 4. Tell me I've lost my Bloodless debuff. Oh, I've lost my Bloodless debuff. Awesome. Okay. Remember the book you found that says something about a key gem? Have I found a key gem? Huh. Alright, into the goblin camp.
Goblins ahead.
Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. Unless you got another reason to be here. Fexite.
Creative use of swearing.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I see code on that animal. Does she belong to the Norderland Wargata family? Bonus guidance. Oh, I forgot to cast friends. Damn it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Nordil Walker? Celebrating a raid we are? You'll need to wear our war colours. Nice to have this across the mug. Ought to do it.
Gross. Gross. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, I gotta stop thinking about it. Ugh. Absolutely not.
Them's the rules. You follow them now, or you follow them dead. What'll it be?
We'd have to fight this entire war camp if we attack him right now. In for a penny, in for a pound. I'm not wearing shit on my face. Okay. Oh, are they all up here? Oh, they're all up here. Alright, what are we looking at? Level 1, level 2, level 2, level 2, level 2. Okay. Alright, Astarion. Astarion can use dash. Astarion can use dash and attack the same turn, right? can't get close enough to melee. Assassinate initiative, disadvantage from equipment. You can cunning action dash. Ah, that's a separate thing. Okay.
Keep guessing.
Right, lightning charges. Miss! Come on. Nice miss. Okay. Alright, Merelda. Why did that... Why did that just fizzle?
My faith will protect me. Heading there.
Ready Hands is a short-range spell? Why didn't it let me cast it then?
I got this. Got it.
Let's have a little fun.
Nice miss. Nice miss. Game doesn't hold your hand. If you want to cast your spell into empty air, it isn't going to stop you. Well, lesson learned. Disadvantage from equipment. What? Equipment is giving Astarion disadvantage. Is it the boots? Are they giving him disadvantage? I'll check next turn. Oh my god, my fucking dice luck.
Got to concentrate. Bleed for me.
Finally, something hits.
This is gonna feel good.
Cover me! I'm going for the alarm!
Oh, uh-oh. Astarion's getting fucked. They can't disengage. Alright. Astarion. That took up his action? Alright. Changing your equipment takes your action. Noted. Oh my fucking god, with all the misses.
Let's finish this. got to press on.
Oh, she was within range. God damn it. Alright. Okay. Obliterated.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Rage. One point short. Reckless attack, miss. God damn it. Nice dodge. Oh my fucking god, all these misses!
Cover me! I'll get the alarm!
Okay. Use a level 2 spell slot this time. No alarms for you.
Can't give up. Not now.
Got him. Okay.
Up, up.
14 damage. Very nice.
Go warn the others. I'll hit the drum. Heal me, damn you!
Oh boy, oh boy. Alright. Astarion. Attack. Got him. Okay. Astarion. Heal. Astarion. Move into range so that it'll trigger an attack of opportunity.
Nothing will stand in my way.
We're gonna firebolt. Got it.
I'm ready.
Alright, just run up and smack this thing, Shadowheart.
Feel my mistress's.
Ready for another round? Watch this.
Got him! Well, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, take that. I'll take the Alchemist Fire. Warg Fang. It's an alchemy ingredient. Pork loin. Oh, okay. You, Warg Fangs. You, gold. Scrapwood shield, Warg Fang, pork loin, roughly cut ham. What do we have in here? Pig's head. That's camp supplies, I guess. Alright, well, we stopped them from alerting the others. 1 gold piece. Come on. So maybe we can negotiate with the next set of Gerblins. Alright, we'll go north. Oh, somebody else is here with a tadpole in their skull.
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against.
Glad I saved.
Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every
We get to
direction.
see who's trying to do this to me.
There are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile.
The younger man looks like he's got
And a
Link's
pale
hood.
young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prism, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
Sounds like they're people we gotta kill then. Oh, what's the D20 gonna do? Protection from mind control?
You feel energy pulsing from the artifact, lifting the pain from you.
Ooh, we only get this if Shadowheart's in the party.
Away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning.
The goblins watching from the camp like, what the fuck are these guys doing? Well, that's a useful trick, Shadowheart.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
Nice one, Shadowheart. That thing in your pocket seems powerful as hell.
The vision. That voice. What was it?
I think that was the Absolute speaking to us. But we managed to shield ourselves. We should keep moving.
Hold on. That artifact seemed to stop the voice. What is it?
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost.
Why Baldur's Gate? Why aren't you telling me? What aren't you telling me?
I suppose, if we're to continue together, I may as well tell you. I serve Shah. My home is a secret cloister in Baldur's Gate. A group of us was sent to retrieve the artifact. Now I'm the only one left. I can't afford to fail. I can't tell you anymore. This mission required utmost secrecy. We all submitted to having our memories suppressed so that we couldn't betray Shah's confidence. If I reach my contact in the city, I'll have my memories restored. Until then, I have to guard the artifact.
Gets her
with my
memories
life.
back. Sudden alignment
There.
change.
You have the truth, for all it's worth.
You don't have to kill them. You can join them and go for an
Let's
evil
continue.
playthrough.
Heavens forbid. We're all entitled to our secrets.
Yeah, you would think that. So who is Shar? How long were you going to keep this secret? I mean, she'd say forever. You can join them. Yeah, I figured you could join them and go for an evil playthrough. It's a Western RPG. Of course there's evil options. Also, it's D&D. It wouldn't be complete if you couldn't play an evil character. Okay, what do I want to say here? Huh. So, the game is acting like I should know stuff about Shar. What kind of god is Shar? Shar is a god of loss and darkness. Sounds like a god you'd think was evil, but is actually neutral. Just awkwardly staring at her. Huh. Well, I'm going to say, huh. Faith is your own concern, not mine.
True. I didn't think you'd react so pragmatically. Perhaps I should have told you sooner.
Now that the truth's out, tell him, in future I expect you to be honest. Let's leave it at that for now.
Gladly.
Volo? I see some regular-ass humans in here.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
Sing the saucy one about the bugbear and the ogre.
Oh.
Laugh if you dare, recoil if you must.
Oh, a stranger in a fair camp. Here follow, by far and wide.
Oh, it's these two.
Glory. Draw Raxlin's best make as a blade in the quarry.
Be you beguiling, or be you beheaded? Goblin kind will tease you and throat you and redden.
Are those words?
His name is Draw Raxlin, his voice absolute. His troops will disarm you and grow you the truth. Laugh if you dare.
With fragulous crown and with scepter abrade, Draw Raxlin, short work of the innkeeper made.
Gribbo's a name.
Burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Raxlin, the true soul, had led you glide.
Give him your rapt attention.
You! Move off!
Do as she says. Now. Now, where was I? Huh?
Wait a tick! That a friend of yours?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you.
Roll a deception check, Volo.
Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Raxlin, draw Raxlin. I am Draw Raxlin. Tumptuous. Draw Raxlin.
You broke him!
Wait. Draw Raxlin.
Oh, we gotta get this guy out of here.
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now, look what you've done.
Sorry, man.
Come on!
Of course.
My name's Gribbo, idiot!
Slightly drunk. Probably gets disadvantage on accuracy.
Get off your arse and do your own kidding!
Who's thwacking stuff? Alright, there's a bunch of level 1 goblins.
That weren't a wizard. It was a bloke with a hoe away!
Hedrick and Brenna. game. Is this an arena?
Well, now, you look like a tough un, but have you got smarts?
I didn't know goblins used eyeshadow. All that and more.
And you're gonna need it, mate. This ain't your standard dungeon dive, right? This is chicken chasing.
Chicken chasing? What?
Only the greatest game since eggs sprouted legs, mate. You just gotta chase the chicken round the course and through the posts. But that ain't all. Gotta do it quick and alone. Any of your mates step in, you lose. Time runs out, you lose.
And what happens if I lose?
Sound easy? It ain't. Better contenders than you have been breasted by the bird.
Sounds fun. Count me in.
Fun? Show a bit of respect, mate. This is serious business. Besides, we gotta agree stakes before we begin, don't we?
Oh, come on, let's make a real wager 300. Sure, I'll place a bet.
We got the coin. We got the challenger. Now we just need the crowd, eh? We're starting a new game! Move your eyes!
Stop hip thrusting. Alright, so where do I start? Over here? Yep, she's moving over here.
What you waiting for? Shimmy on the starting mark and let's get going. Chase that chicken! Get it back on the field!
The chicken's head bobs, eyes darting around at the leering goblin faces. She's terrified.
Oh, I should bring somebody in to speak with animals. Right. Chicken, go. It's stuck on the wall. Oh, god damn it. That away. No, not that way. God damn it. There we go.
That's the game done. Come here. Oof! Hard luck, mate. Told you it weren't as easy as it looked.
Oh well, that was worth the 30 gil. This merchant.
You look like you got something jingling in your pocket.
Judith Karlak talk to the chicken. Yeah, good point. Let me see what you have. Swiracy shoes. Jump distance is increased by 5 feet. Hide armor +2. Ooh. Get a +1 bonus to dexterity saving throws and checks. Get a +1 bonus to initiative rolls. Astarion only has light armor proficiency, I think. AC bonus from dexterity limited to +2. Right. $744. Never mind. Just die. How much are the potions? 96 each. Good lord. Alright, let's empty our pockets a little. Oh, this guy isn't going to pay much for a lot of this stuff. Maybe we wait till we get to a more reputable trader. Nah. I can teleport back to the Druid Grove, that's true.
Get moving. I've got other customers.
Oi! Who took you keep free? It was for sale!
Don't burn yourself.
Let's move.
None of you want to join the chase? Two chicken for the chicken.
Okay,
Damn,
Carlac.
it's good to be alive.
Nothing beats the taste of stolen beer.
Speak with animals.
Look Humans ain't... Well, now, you... And you're good... This... Fun? Besides... We got the coin. We're starting a new game! Move your eyes!
Okay, let's talk to this chicken.
What you waiting for? Shimmy on those... Chase!
That poor chicken. Chicken.
Feathers burning!
Oh.
Help! Help!
I don't want to intimidate the poor chicken. What's wrong?
Tired. Frightened. Again to the featherless ones. But not a game. Not a game.
Oh, this poor thing.
Burning! You! Help! Help!
Vengeful chicken. They're just gonna kill... Well, I guess they're gonna torture it from now on. You are a noble fowl. Fast, sharp, vengeful. Advantage, reason, barbarian. DC 5. It's not difficult to convince this chicken that she's badass. Oh, I'm glad I had advantage.
Yes! Bite and claw and tear and bite!
Oof! Hard luck.
Oh, that takes time.
You it weren't as easy as it looked.
Where'd the chicken go? Well, I'm not going to spend another 30 gil.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, no, there's the chicken. What you going to do, chicken? You going to attack somebody? Oh, is that an orc? Oh, it's a bugbear.
Statue of Seluna. This ruin must have been dedicated to her. And now it's a nest for some filthy goblins. A fitting end.
Not a fan of Saloon, I take it. Alright, what are you? 60 HP, level 4. Okay. I'm going to short rest. Get my HP back.
Let's go hurt someone.
I'm low on spell slots. God damn it. Well, I've got a crossbow at least. Salud is a goddess of light and is in direct opposition to Shar. That makes sense. Okay. Do I want to continue right now? I feel like I'll be here for a while doing stuff if I continue right now.
Who wants another drink?
And I've got some stuff to do tonight. Yeah, I think we're going to call it here and pick this back up again Friday. Lots of starts and restarts today. This is a whole thing. Yeah, I figured this will take a couple of hours. At the pace I go, anyway. Yeah. That's where we're going to stop for today. We will pick this back up again Friday. Because tomorrow I'm going to be out of town. So let me read my schedule and then I'll get off. Tomorrow, like I said, I'll be out of town. Friday, we'll be playing Baldur's Gate 3 at 1 p.m., just like today. Saturday will be Final Fantasy XIV, as we do every week. Sunday, we'll be playing... Sunday and Monday, we'll be playing Wild Arms 3 for a patron. Tuesday will be The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky for a patron. And next Wednesday will be Pokemon Rejuvenation for a patron. So yeah. That'll be it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.